A woman drove to the local grocery store to buy a turkey to prepare for Thanksgiving dinner. She was picking through the frozen turkeys, but she couldn't find one big enough for her entire family. So she asked the stock boy, "Excuse me, do these turkeys get any bigger?" The stock boy replied, "No ma'am, they're dead." A pirate walks into a bar with a steering wheel in his pants. Bartender comes over like, you okay, buddy? That can't be very comfortable." Pirate goes, "Arg, it's driving me nuts." A blind man sits down at the bar and figures he'll break the ice with the bartender by asking, "Want to hear a blonde joke?" in a hushed voice. A man beside him says, "Before you tell that joke, you should know our bartender is blonde. Our bouncer is blonde. I'm a 6'4" black belt. The man sitting on the other side of me is 6'2", 250 pounds, and a rugby player. The guy sitting next to you is pushing 300, and he's a wrestler. We're all blonde. So you think about it, mister. Do you really want to tell that joke?" The blind man sat for a second, thinking over the odds, and then replied, "No, not if I have to explain it 5 times. My wife thought she saw a cockroach in the kitchen, so she sprayed everything down and cleaned thoroughly. Today I'm putting the cockroach in the bathroom." A blonde woman, tired of the stereotypes about blondes, decides one day to prove her intelligence to her husband. Tired of the constant blonde jokes and the stereotype that blondes are not smart, a blonde woman decides to prove her intelligence to her husband while he is at work. She takes it upon herself to paint a couple of rooms in their house. The next day, as soon as her husband leaves, she dives into the project. When he returns home at 5:30, he immediately notices the strong smell of paint. Concerned, he walks into the living room and finds his wife lying on the floor, drenched in sweat. To his surprise, she's wearing both a ski jacket and a fur coat. Worried, he asks if she's okay. She assures him she's fine. Curious, he inquires about her outfit. She explains that she wanted to prove that blondes can be smart by painting the house. When he asks why she's wearing both coats, she confidently explains, "I read the instructions on the paint can, and it said, for best results, put on 2 coats." Guy, "Doctor, my girlfriend is pregnant, but we always use protection, and the rubber never broke. How is it possible?" Doctor, "Let me tell you a story. There was once a hunter who always carried a gun wherever he went. One day he took out his umbrella instead of his gun and went out. A lion suddenly jumped in front of him. In order to scare the lion, the hunter used the umbrella like a gun and shot the lion, then it died." Guy, "Nonsense, someone else must have shot the lion." Doctor, "Good, you understood the story. Next patient, please." "Dad," began my son, "what does GILF mean?" Embarrassed, I said, "It's just another way of saying golf, son." The next day he said, "Dad, nobody at school wants to be my friend anymore." "Why not?" I asked. "I asked them if they wanted to try and help me find some GILF clubs."